Did you see much of the Thuile track?
Yeah.
I'd imagine that'd be a bit of you, eh?
Yeah, I know. Part of me kind of wanted to try and make it for that.
To race or to be on site?
To race.
Yeah.
Honestly, but it didn't pan out. It didn't pan out.
Do you still harbour a desire? Like when we spoke this time last year, you were like keen to maybe just dip your toe back in the water of World Cup. Is that still there in your head?
Honestly, I think what had happened was going to Hardline last year. I had a really positive experience and I loved it, and like dipped my toe.
Yeah.
It was on home soil. It's such a different environment, and it gave me a little taste of like all the positives and the things I loved about racing.
Yeah.
And then we chatted, and then I did a load of training, and then I went out to Tasmania, and honestly had a huge shock, like going from winter to summer, time zone, terrain, being that far from my family. That was the furthest I've ever been from. It's as far as you can get.
Yeah, 2 days from home. Yeah.
And I really struggled.
Yeah.
I really struggled. And I, as the week went on, I got slower because I was watching more injuries. And like on race day, we had 2 practice runs, and both runs we got held on course because Ronan injured himself. And then, there was another injury, and I was just like, my head went by race day, and I was like, I am not.
You had a fairly big crash as well, didn't you, in practice?
Yeah, I had a really strange crash, where I was just like, I don't know what I did, but somehow I totally got away with it, which was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that kind of gave me that other perspective. It was like, racing on that level isn't going to Wales and riding with the boys. It's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
And I'd totally forgotten about that side of it. But, Thuile was attractive because like it's a brand new venue. It's going to be thingy, and I'd ridden a lot. A bit more of a level playing field, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, things just didn't quite line up, and things didn't quite line up for it.
Fair play. Would you'd still go if given a chance? Like, would you like to still do it, or have you kind of parked that?
I feel like just the more I watch it and looking at my times, I felt like I'd prepared fairly well for Wales this year. Mm-hmm. And on the Saturday, I had a really good run. It felt so good, just dropping into a zone and like executing what I felt like I could.
Yeah.
At not like 110%, but at a level I was comfortable with pushing to. And my times would not have qualified had that been a World Cup.
Yeah.
So for me, that was a bit of a moment of like, I'd really have to dedicate a lot more than I'm currently doing to be within a fighting chance. Because I know what I used to do, and obviously I'm nowhere near that now just because I'm doing so many other things.
Yeah.
Bike related, but just not like putting that gym time, downhill laps.
Yeah.
It's not my full-time job. It is to ride a bike, but I do a lot of e-biking content, all the other things, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd have to seriously knuckle down to be within a chance of getting anywhere close. And yeah, there's a lot of other stuff going on which I put energy into. So I think honestly it'd be tricky for me.
So you're not interested in going to take part? Like if you're going, you want to get into the
100%.
The final?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. There's no point otherwise. Just go and watch it. For me,
okay,
I'd get as much out of that. But if I was going to race, you'd want to try and get in, wouldn't you? And like I see how dedicated the guys are and how much more professional it is now than men, and all so many factors. So going to Tasmania gave me more of a respect for that because it was just like, here's an actual taste. It'd been so long, man. So I'd forgotten what it was like.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. And then you're surrounded by some of the world's best as well at that event, right? Like Asa was there, Jackson was there, Troy was there.
Yeah.
There's some real, pointy end sharp riders, and you're starting to see what they're doing and how far maybe that is away from the lower end of the hardline field.
Exactly. And like during my warm-up days, you're all riding. Like I've always been like fairly fast up to speed, so I can like ride a track a couple of times, and then I'm pretty comfortable at like thingy. But watching them lads just build day on day, it was like, that, impressive, super impressive.
Yeah. And do you think that's like you're not there because of fitness and strength, or because of bike hours, or because of, I don't think it's talent,
all of it,
right? Yeah, okay.
All of it, and mental practice. Like,
okay.
They're racing week in, week out. I've been against the clock a handful of times in the last 6 years.
Yeah.
So it's the whole, everyone's got the full package, haven't they? And you can miss a few bits, but if you're missing a little bit from everything, you're missing a lot in total, aren't you?
Yeah. There's a lot of marginal gains kind of stuff these days, right?
Yes, everywhere. A
lot of boxes to tick.
Yeah, and that's what's so good to see, and that's why I really enjoy watching it so much, and like, being on this side of it, because like going and dipping my toe, it gives you an even greater understanding and appreciation of what they're actually doing week in, week out.